Hey guys, this is Hawkeye and I am back with another episode of Fishing Planet. We are back here again at Moose Lake, and in the last episode we were focusing primarily on the grinding of the lake trout and the occasional Atlantic salmon. Now today we're going to be focusing on the non-trout species over here, actually the main one, that's the pike. And to get to them you really have to come all the way over here. I haven't really caught them anywhere else except down here. Now if you come all the way to this end, you will notice that there are a number of logs and things right in this area here. This seems to be where they like to hang out. So fortunately, based on the current status of our weather, which is snowy, the best or peak time is going to be around 7 p.m. So we're going to need to advance time because the pike do like the peak times. So before we do that, we're going to go ahead and I'll show you what we're going to be fishing with to try to catch them. We're going to do some float fishing with them first. For that I'm using the Brutus 9 by 10 inch heavy duty rod so that I can pull in some pretty good sized pike. They do get the trophy size here. Usually put my depth to about 40 inches. I'm using a 25-pound test and my Aspira Double Punch 6500. And I'm using this glowing pear-shaped float just so I can get a little more distance. And the other thing I'm going to be using is my River Texel Monster. I'm going to be doing a little bit of lure fishing for him as well. We're going to try a couple of things, but the first thing I want to show you guys is the Bullfrog Popper. I had showed you this particular lure from previous episodes with grinding for the bass. Well, it also works very well for the pike, guys. Very well. That's the primary one that we're going to be using. Let's get back to the float fishing here. Now we're going to advance time just a little bit here. I think I'm going to take it to 6 p.m. And once 7 p.m. hits, it's really going to get busy. But anywhere in this area here is really good for these guys. They seem to really like hanging around this area. You might also get brook trout. There seems to be a lot of brook trout over here. Actually, on either end of this lake you can catch a lot of brook trout, and on the opposite end you can sometimes get the, if you've got the thing deep enough, you can get whitefish or lake whitefish. But you may have to wait a minute to get some action, but they will start to bite soon. There we go. Usually does not take long. The nice thing about it is you can get a lot of cash for these guys. I might have gotten a brook trout instead. I did tell you that that could happen as well. Nope, there's a pike. I just saw the coloration. I thought it was a brookie. But he's not bad. He's not huge. 288 cash. A lot of times though, they'll bring up in the 500s if you get one big enough. And that's not even the trophy size ones. Now he was actually kind of small. But I like to use the shiners. Now the hook size, number 2/0 seems to be good all around size to use. There we go. I think this one's about roughly the same size. There we go. Now see, he's 438. He's almost 6 pounds. So they, like I said, they do get a lot bigger than what we just saw earlier. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my Sal Monster, and we're going to go see if we can get some popping for him. Usually I can get them a little bit faster this way. Make sure you've got it set to 3 of the notches. There we go. Now we got one. There you go. Now he's somewhere in the middle of the last two. Let's see if we... I was seeing a lot of splashing going on over here. They might be out a little bit further because of the weather, so let's give that a try. Now I have had the brown trout go for this as well, just occasionally. But anytime I see some splashing, I usually try to cast it towards the splashing. A lot of times something will bite, so... Alright, so they're not going for it at the moment. Part of the reason that is they do better on sunny days and cloudy days. Snowy days, it's like they can't see it as well. So we're going to switch over to our float fishing. Since the weather is what it is. Sunny days, they are a lot better. In fact, I might check them, see if the next morning is going to be sunny. If so, we'll go ahead and fast forward to then. See if things pick up a little bit. But this should be the peak time, guys. There we go. Yeah, definitely. And I think we might have us a good size one here. There we go. He's about average. I think we'll try one more time here, and then we might see about what the weather is in the morning. And if it is going to be sunny, we are definitely testing it out, because the last time I was doing this, it was sunny, and I was pulling these guys in one right after another. There we go. Let's see how big this guy is. There we go. Now he's little. He's fairly little. Let's check out the next day's weather here, guys. Oh, well, good grief, the weather's changed. No wonder I was getting fewer bites. The peak was right here, now the peak's at 11 a.m. Well, let's just go ahead and skip the day. No wonder they weren't biting as much. That happens every now and then when it gets later in the night on this game. So let's see what the next day is. The next day is the same. Looks like there's some pretty good fishing though at night, this peak, but I don't think they're gonna be pike. But I tell you what, let's advance it and see what it does. It seems like that peak is at 10 p.m. so let's just see what happens. Let's go to 10 p.m. Maybe they'll be rocking. Who knows? But I can definitely see the bobber better. Now I have fished for whitefish at night and burbot. Have not fished for these guys. So I'm not so sure they're gonna be biting. Well, also the white suckers bite pretty good at night too. Trying to keep that from getting over there where I can get snagged. Well, something's after it. Wow. Tell you what. Whatever this is, it's big. And I am really curious. Damn. We may have just made a pretty cool discovery here. Yeah, this is a big fish, guys. But it is not a pike. It's a trophy lake trout. Guess they're moving in close, guys. Now that's a nice fish. Very nice fish. I was not expecting that. I was kind of curious just to see. Now right here, and I'm probably going to do this in another episode, it's a real excellent spot for white suckers. Right in this area right here. If you're fishing with something as simple as bread. Cheap stuff, guys. And you will get them one right after another. Now they're not like super high cash, but you'll catch them enough to where it'll make up for it. There it goes again. Damn. I don't know what he was, but he was serious. Holy crap. Yeah, sometimes the night fishing in these places are better than the day fishing, that's for sure. Yeah, I think it's another trout, but I can't tell if it's a lake trout. Let's see here. Yep, it's another lake trout. They're in close, right up here, guys. Right where you normally catch the pike. All around these logs. Very interesting. Very interesting. Alright, we're back here and it's morning. And we're going to try this again. See if these guys are going to bite a little bit better. It's cloudy. But at least it's in the peak. Yep. Definitely something about the peaks. Now this is not a bad fish. Yeah, that's a little more like it. We'll go back over to our popper. I bet you they bite now. Let's see, not that one. Let's get the popper here. There we go. I don't know what this is though, it's pretty small. Probably is a perch. Sometimes they'll go for them too. Trophy yellow perch though. Not bad. Looks like he was biting off a little more than he could chew though. Let's try that one more time. There we go. That's what we're looking for right there. Nice good bite. Decent sized fish. $4.19 Northern Pike. I don't know if you can get a good picture of these guys or if you kind of hold them. Yeah, you're holding them straight up. I wish you could switch that. No, he's not a bad fish. Not a bad fish at all. Alright, I'm going to toss that out one more time. And we will call this an episode. Or maybe not, if they're going to be biting like that. Yeah, once you get in that peak period, guys, they are biting. Now he was $4.79. One more cast. I know I always say that. It's very easy to do, especially when they're biting like that. But that was fun, guys. Anyway, that's the Northern Pike of White Moose Lake, and we got a few others thrown in there just for good measure. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll be back with another episode of Fishing Planet. So until then, I will see you later. Bye-bye.